Now, you know how I do, man. I surf through the YouTube atmosphere, man, and the first thing that came across my eyes today, it was this rapper named Lefty Gunplay, and I was vaguely familiar with him. He even, at some points gave shout outs to the African American community, but recently I think he was on some type of podcast and he said he would not allow his daughter to date a black man. And I wanted to get your take on that.
Like honestly, me myself personally, I'm not gonna come home or I'm not gonna let my daughter come home with a black dude. I'm gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is out here for my people. And like, I'm sure if a black girl came home and with a straight SA dude, they're gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying? In LA, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? For me to go and have a baby with a black girl, and and I've never been with a black girl, but I've flirted with black girls. And shout out to the black, there's some beautiful black girls, but it's different. And just LA makes you like that, and you can't sugarcoat it and beat around the bush. I don't say the N word in none of my songs. You will never find a Lefty Gunplay song where I'm saying the N word. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, first and foremost, shout out to Lefty Gunplay and all my Mexican homies. I fuck with them. But our culture is different in San Diego, bro. Our interaction with the Hispanic brothers has not traversed to an aggressive genocidal level in San Diego. So whereas it seems alien to me to hear him say that coming from San Diego and the culture that is intrinsic in the San Diego gang life to somebody who grew up in LA, it might not have even required them to even listen again because his mind frame is so in tune with that distinction in the LA culture of gang banging. It's like anybody who's familiar with that, and I'm familiar with it from being incarcerated and shit like that. So it really didn't strike me as odd, but I would ask that young brother, man, are you familiar with the interaction between Africans and Mesoamericans in history? Because think about if the African or the ancient Mexican kings felt like that.
Woo.
The motherfucking national hero of Veracruz, Mexico is a black man. What if your daughter brought him home? The whole country salute El Yanga and got a statue of him in the motherfucking city of Veracruz, Mexico. Yep. So now what happened if your daughter brought him home? The whole country say that that's their national hero. You saying fuck that nigga? So it's just different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Context, bro. You know what I mean? So I would like to chop the youngster down and possibly do a song with it. And I salute him for the fact he don't say that N-word. I'm trying to stop it myself.
Yeah, definitely.
So salute to Lefty Gunplay, man. Have your own mind, bro. Just have you some intelligence and some knowledge to foundate your stance. You know what I'm saying?
Because things like that even happen in our community because growing up, I never really was dated or allowed to date a East African or a Somalian. They didn't mess with African American brothers. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you absolutely right. A lot of them don't look at us as African. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And I wonder if culturally they have been manipulated to feel as though we're a watered down version of Africans. Just like a lot of times African Americans will back up the fact that they're disconnected from the continent by saying statements like, oh, if you go back to Africa, them motherfuckers ain't gonna accept you anyway. I think that's bullshit. Because I've been in East Dago, bro, around a gang of Africans, but I got my red, gold, and green on. I'm well versed. I know that that's my homeland, and I ain't got my nose turned up on some Americanized shit because a lot of them brothers don't wear deodorant and deal with a lot of the different things that culturally colonized in America we've been programmed to embrace. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look at how are you coming to Africa? Are you coming as an uppity nigga that wants silverware and hand sanitizer and all this whole special shit? Or are you a nigga that can reacquaint yourself with some of the traditions and the cultures and not look down your nose at them as if you're superior because the white people got you using, linen sheets and all that shit. You dig?
Yes, yeah.
Context. Context.
Yeah, man, definitely. And another thing that's been hot on my mind for a sec is, Bun B taking a stand in defense of his wife. A lot of people were shocked and surprised that he did that, but I wanted to get your take on that.
I'm saddened by it to a degree. First and foremost, I don't know if Bun B has ever espoused a gang mind frame, meaning he's dedicated to the rules of the streets. Now, I'm saying that I don't know if he's ever espoused it because I think just listening to UGK and Pimp C and all them, we just automatically assumed that he was dedicated to those tenets of the street. Now, what I'm going to say about Bun B is I was kind of taken aback by his support of Megan Thee Stallion in her telling on Tory Lanez, because I feel like this: if you a gangster nigga and y'all embracing her as your little sister, then it should have been some type of education to her as in what's accord with the tenets of gangsterism and how she's violating those by going to the police. Now, if y'all embracing her as your little sister, nigga shoot my little sister, the last motherfucker he gonna have to worry about is the police doing something, because I'm gonna be like, oh, where that nigga at, little sis? So, looking at the same scenario with the way that a lot of Houstonians put their embrace around that sister in her Sammy Gravano moment, I was kind of shocked. So now, on top of that, I'm going to call right back, too, because this call finna end.
Okay. Hit me back. Yeah, we on.
Yeah,